Hello, everybody. My name is Victoria Joel, and I'm a 19-year-old gospel writer and animation student. I want to welcome you all back to my YouTube channel, Spoken Word of God. And if you're a new viewer, welcome to this platform where I speak about the undiluted Word of God and this word full of deceit. So today, I'm going to be speaking about the power of the tongue and how people can use it for good things and bad things in this word of ours. So I'm also going to be read from my context, which is the book of James, chapter 3, verse 1 to 10. Which says, "My brethren, let not many of you become teachers, knowing that we shall receive a stricter judgment. For we all stumble in many things. If anyone does not stumble in word, he is a perfect man, able also to bridle the whole body. Indeed, we put bits in horses' mouth that they may obey us, and we turn their whole body. Look also at ships. Although we are so large and are driven by fierce winds, they are returned by a very small rudder wherever the pilot desires. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasts great things. See how great a force a little fire kindles, and the whole tongue is a fire, a word of iniquity. The tongue is also set among our bodies, that it defiles the whole body and sets on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire by hell. For every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and creature of the sea is tamed and has been tamed by mankind, but no man can tame the tongue. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. With it we bless our God and Father, and with it we curse men who have been made in the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so." So what he's saying in this passage is basically talk about how powerful the tongue is. Even though the tongue is a small organ in our body, it controls our whole body, and it can bring about great disasters, even disagreements between relationships and people. Like even the beginning says that a small fire can be kindled and consumed like a huge forest. That's how the tongue can do. As small as it is, it can kindle a great fire, great disaster. It even gives an example of how big ships are. Like ships are big, but yet it's driven by a small wheel, a small rudder and it was turned by the pilot. Wherever the pilot wishes to turn the boat, it can turn the ship wherever it wishes, using a small wheel to turn a big boat. That's how the tongue can control the whole body. The tongue can lead someone to hell or to heaven. That's how dangerous the tongue is. That's why it says that we should tame our tongue, to put our tongue under control. Even the Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mind speaks. Therefore, you're supposed to, it's advised to control what you think, because whatever you think is what you produce through your mouth. Whatever you think about is what you say. You never say what you didn't think about. Your speech comes through your thoughts. Whatever you think in your mind, that's what you say out. Your mouth basically speaks about what is going on in your mind, in your heart. Therefore, we should not only control what we say, but control what is in our mind, because whatever is in our mind, we produce it out. Even this world was created to words, particularly the tongue. Whatever God said came into existence. Like God said, "Therefore let there be light," and there was light. Even the word that God spoke, Jesus was the word that God spoke. That's why I said in John 1 verse 1 that in the beginning was the word, and the word was the God, and the word was God. Jesus was the word that God spoke. Whatever God spoke came into existence. That's how powerful the tongue is. The tongue is so powerful that whatever you say can come to pass. Whatever you profess against yourself come to pass. Even there's a popular rapper that died like in December called Juice WRLD. After his death, there was a news that he knew about his death. Like he said he was not going to go past 21, and he actually died a few days after he turned 21. That's how powerful the tongue is. Whatever you say is basically what you believe, and that what you believe and what you say will come to pass against your life. Tongue is so powerful, yet so small, can destroy. Even then, it says in one of the verses that we use our tongue to bless God, not to praise God and everything, to bless people. And some people still use that same tongue to curse, to insult, to abuse people, which ought not to be so. Don't use the same mouth that you use to pray to God, to bless others, to insult other people, to insult people as well. You ought not to be so. The tongue is small yet dangerous organ. It can bring someone to hell. Even there's some prophets that have spirit of anger, and whatever they say comes to pass against other people. Like even Elisha that had the double portion and of anointing of Elijah. There was a group of young people that was insulting him and calling him a bald head. Then he professed a negative thing against them, and then a bear mauled them and devoured all the young people that were mocking him. That's how powerful your tongue is. Whatever thing you say and profess can come to pass in your life. When there's some parents that when the children misbehave, like they have trouble with children, they'll be professing negatives for the children, and the lives will get worse. Even if your children will be going through some situation, doesn't mean you have to profess negative words against them, because that can bring more negative stuff upon their lives. So that's why you have to profess positive things against it, so that life's better. The lives will change, because whatever you say against, especially children, whatever you say against them, that's what they become. Whatever you say about other people, that's what they become. Even people can go through depression. Some people commit suicide because of what people say to them. Oh, I'm being bullied and I feel suicidal. It's because of what other people say to them and behave to them that made them suicidal. So it's whatever you say to people, that's what impacts in their lives. That's what makes them either better or worse. People, the way people start become is the way they are. Is what is the life people become is what the people have professed into their lives. Like if people out there, the children that become great because their parents profess good things into their lives. Even if you have a wayward child, just profess good things into their lives, and then day by day they become what you profess them to be. So don't pretend them, oh, you wayward child, you stupid child, or oh, this and that. No. Even though they may be wayward, we don't call them that. We call them what God has created them to be and has purpose in their lives. Because God has not created any child to be wayward. God has not created any child to be evil. So we declare what God has created them to be and also what they are being. Because the tongue is powerful. Whatever you say can come to pass. Whatever you profess may come to pass. Therefore, you should watch whatever comes out of your mouth. Because it has a serious impact on the people you are saying it to. You may not think about it to be that serious, but the people you are saying it to, they may take it serious, and they can be thinking negative stuff about themselves, like, especially when you insult somebody else. When you insult them about how they look, how they behave, they can have a negative influence on them. Like it can even affect them emotionally as well. Because the words that they hear, especially children, any word that they hear can affect them after adding negatively or positively. That's why you should watch what you say to people. Because not everybody has the ability to not care about whatever anybody says to them. Some people actually care about what people say about them. So watch what you say to people. Even if you may not like what they're doing, you may not like what they are, but you should tell them in a way that will not make them feel guilty or like feel as if they're not good enough. Because everybody on earth was created by God. Everything was wonderful and beautifully created by God. Therefore, don't say what God has not created somebody to be. Tongue is a powerful organ, as I said. It's small but mighty. It's small but controls the whole body. It's small but it's evil. Could bring forth evil things. Even the Bible says, if you desire good days, you should watch what you say. If you desire to love life and see good days, you should keep your tongue from evil and at least from speaking deceit. That means you control what you say, because whatever you say can lead you to trouble. Even if you don't mean what you said, as long as you said it may lead you to trouble. So if you desire to have a peaceful life, if you desire to have a good life, not be in trouble, so much trouble, you should watch what you say. You should speak at the right time. You should speak the right words at the right time. You should not speak anyhow in any situation that you find yourself. Do not speak anyhow. Your words must be needful and meaningful. It should be at the right time, the right place. It must be the right words. Don't speak whenever you want to speak. Because sometimes people like to speak every time. That may not be the right time you must speak. Or it might not be the right words you must say at that time. Because if you speak at the right time, that might also mess up situations that might be at hand at that time. So for you not to be in trouble, for you to answer any kind of trouble, you should not speak anyhow and anywhere you find yourself. You must speak the right words at the right time. You must have good days. Your words must be useful, and you must not speak evil with your mouth. You must speak lies as well, because that's one of the things God hates. It even says in Proverbs, that's one of the 7 things that God hates is a lying tongue. Because there's even some people that lie against other people and land them in prison. And people are suffering in prison for something that they committed, but they lied against somebody and put them in prison. So people lie just to deceive other people. That's who did this, and it's on me, and then they lie against somebody else, and that person is punishing for the sin that they cannot make. They're punishing for what you did, and then you don't even see anything bad about that. So people are in prison for a lie that someone else told against them. God hates that with passion. One of the 7 things that God hates. You should control whatever comes out of our mouth, because our tongue is a powerful piece, a powerful organ. It's a powerful organ that we must bridle the tongue. We must control whatever comes out of your tongue. We must tame our tongue. Even some people don't mean to say what they said, but because they're angry, they said whatever they wanted to say. And when you're angry, you're not in your right senses. So whatever comes out of your mouth, that's what you say. Whatever comes out of your mind, that's what you say. And people don't mean to say that at that time. But because they were provoked, they just said that they didn't control, at that point, they didn't control their tongue. They just said whatever came out of their mouth. That happened to me before. Sometimes there are times where I got angry and just said anything. And I didn't mean to say that. Sometimes afterwards, when I'm angry, I calm down. I was thinking about what I said, that I should not have said this. But because I was angry, I just said whatever I could say. I just wanted to assault that person. So we should learn how to bridle our tongue. We should learn how to control what comes out of the tongue. Because out of our mouth comes blessings, and also comes curses. Curses shouldn't come out of our mouth at all. Because whatever evil thing we say can cause a danger of eternal damnation. Our mouth is a powerful piece that we must bridle. The tongue is also important in salvation. That we must confess that even with our heart confess we believe was righteous, and we must confession lead us to salvation. Our mouth is important. It's also salvation. The declaration that we give in the declaration of giving our hearts to Jesus Christ. That statement, those statements are taken seriously, even though some of us just take it seriously and we say go back to sin after declaring the salvation prayer. Our tongues are important in different situations. In fact, in every situation, whatever we say is important. Whatever we say is taken seriously by God. Because whatever we say comes out of the abundance of our heart. Whatever is inside our heart, that's what we say. That's what we speak about. That's who we are. Therefore, we control whatever we say, whatever we do. Because even some people feel so guilty after saying something, but they've already released it, so like there's nothing really they can do. So I'm going to be leaving some other Bible passages below in the description of the different Bible passages about the tongue, which goes on with the Bible, which I will not mention all here. But we should all control whatever comes out of our mouth, because our mouth is a small organ, yet it's so powerful, so it can even be evil. It controls our whole body, just like the wheel of a ship. They talk about rudder control the ship, just like a bridle controls the mouth of a horse. Even gossip. We use the mouth of gossip to spread news that might not be totally true. That is also a sin. Backbiting. Talking behind people behind their back, which may not be totally true. People don't even don't look for the true facts anymore. They just speak about whatever they heard and believe it, and then they spread it around while confirming the news that they heard. That is also a sin. People use their mouth to do such things. So what I want you to get from here is that you should bridle your tongue. Use your tongue wisely. Don't speak where it's not necessary. Wherever it's necessary, also speak right words when it is necessary. Don't just speak wherever you find us. Control your mouth, especially women. They talk a lot. They gossip a lot. They like to talk about news that might not be true. So I want to leave with you today that this tongue is a small organ, yet mighty, yet powerful. It could lead someone to hell. So therefore, you should tame your tongue. You should know how to use your tongue wisely. You should use it at the right time, at the right place. Use the right words. So as I said, I will leave in some Bible verses below that you could read, and also encourage you to read James chapter 3 as well. And if you have any questions concerning this, you could comment below or just DM me on Instagram. My Instagram account will be in the description below. So until next time, see you soon, and don't forget to learn you have to use your tongue wisely, because it's the same tongue will be used to praise God and praise God. Therefore, use your tongue wisely. And see you next time in my next video. Bye bye. Remain blessed. Stay blessed. And this quarantine, stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. God bless you all. In Jesus' name. Amen. Bye bye.